Morning, Mr. President. It is Sunday, October 29th. It's about that's the Illuminati over there. It's Sunday, October 29th. It is about 8:45 in the morning. I want to update you on the evening. I have not slept at all. I have nowhere to sleep. I'm in downtown Vancouver, so it was quite an exhausting evening. I want to bring some major points to your attention. First is that Vancouver is one of the worst cities I've seen yet in Canada. It isn't the most violent, but this city is on a very sharp descent down. It rivals Toronto. There are some cities that are violent. Some cities like Winnipeg, Manitoba have a very bad despondency and despair about them because of all the women that have been murdered. This city, like Toronto, is descending into madness and evil. It's just everywhere. There is just not sexual exploitation, but just sexual perversion and exploitation of children, and a real strong descent down. I would say 98% of the people here are clones, without question. There's absolutely no doubt about it. The city itself, before I arrived, likely several days before, was completely vacant. It's a ghost town. The people that are here now, I'm not sure if the clones actually are put into a temporary state of sleep, or if a coma may be a better word, and then are awoken. But this city was completely vacant until a few days ago. The people that are here now are not the people who live here. They're all clones. And there is a feeling here, I mean, there's all the telltale signs. I'm so tired of seeing gas chambers and cloning facilities all throughout Canada. I can't keep up with filming them and photographing them, and I came here and it's the same thing all over again. But there's a feel here that's bad. And there's also a feel here that something is about to happen. I feel that everywhere in Canada. There's a third wave of violence coming. I'm right in front of the University of British Columbia, the Robson campus downtown. And the reason I bring this up is right around here, underground, is where major cloning facilities are located. I want to draw your attention, if you come for a little walk with me and we'll keep talking, I want to show you something that is just particularly strange and odd, and it's without doubt dangerous. The people here are filthy. They just revel in the dirt and the evil that surrounds them and that they participate in. It's a horrible place. I used to have a good impression of Vancouver, but now, I mean, things could change, and if humans come back here, it could be different. But right now, it's just awful. I want to just show you, this is clearly a satanic angel or devil right down here. And there's all these weird fencing that we've seen all through Canada. And it's here, this is right in front of the Vancouver Art Gallery, actually, which is a beautiful building. But underneath it and around where the UBC campus is here in downtown Vancouver, it's just bad. But I want to draw your attention to something here that really spooked me yesterday when I saw it, because it's just so strange. There's this underground stairway that goes, I'm not sure if it's to a parking garage or what it is, but there's no way to get out of it because it's soldered shut. There's a metal plate. I'll show you it right here as we walk up to it. If hopefully you can see it, if I got this angled properly. Yeah, this is it right here. It's just a very strange setup. And unfortunately, there's a vent right down here. But if you come up close and try to look down, it is creepy. It's very dark, and it comes up this long stairwell. But if you look here, there is an exit doorway, a latch. But if you look here, it's soldered shut. It's the strangest thing, and I tried to open it, or at least jolt it, but it just doesn't make any sense that there's this extra little piece here, and it goes all the way up, and it's got like an aluminum venting thing. But you know, when I looked at this first off, all I saw was this is an escape hatch that's locked, and people who are down underground can't get up. And again, we've got just extensive amounts of blue fencing all around, and I see this everywhere in Canada. Every major city has this, and there's no explanation for it. There is something coming here, and in every city in Canada, that just doesn't make any sense. We've got, again, all these orange pylons that just are strangely, sporadically thrown around the city, and this weird venting system. And if you look here, you've got this, you'd think it was an underground parking garage, and it might be, although I couldn't see where the entrance was for cars. There's just something strange about this whole thing. The city itself has, I mean, there's lights that are supposed to, for example, right here, I took photos last night. I mean, it's during the day now, but these lights here weren't on last night at all. There's two sets of them. There's electric sockets in McDonald's, or outside of McDonald's, just at a patio, at other places, and none of them work. It's clear that they forgot to put some things on. Just like the water passages here all through the Vancouver harbor were just completely empty of all ships. There just not a ship could be seen anywhere. Again, let me remind you, of course, this is Vancouver. It's the major, if not the only major port harbor to Asia. So anything coming from Canada, manufactured wise, or grain shipments, or any kind of resource, would go through Vancouver harbor, and there's not a single ship. It just makes no sense. The whole city, you can sense, is fabricated, and it's just been brought to life in a couple of days. But other than that, the people that are here are all clones. It's just staggering, the amount of clones that are here. And again, like I said, we've got this weird, we've seen this in every Canadian city, we've got this strange assortment of pylons and red tape and wood. There's a lot of emphasis on wood, and we see that, hopefully I'm getting the picture right for you, and we're seeing that everywhere. What I'm saying is that Vancouver is, see again, if we look here, again, we've got just these orange pylons everywhere. Something is coming. There's just something that's coming. Oh, by the way, this is the TD building, one of the major banks in Canada. And that's, if you can see there, if I got it angled properly for you, if you look inside there, you can see where the stock ticker is going around for the Vancouver Stock Exchange. The stock exchange is fake, it's closed. The prices that they're showing and the quotations are all fabricated. I just still don't know where these Canadians are. I'm getting a sense that they're up around the BC-Alberta border, around what's called the Columbia Mountain Range, going all the way from Jasper, which is just west of Edmonton, all the way down to Lake Louise area, which is just west of Calgary. But this is not, Mr. President, this city is a ghost town. Like every city in Canada, the Canadians have just fled. They're not here. They're nowhere around. This country is completely drenched with blood, and it is immersed in evil. And there's something, a weird saying that I saw in Whitehorse, and it goes, if I can recall correctly at this moment, it says, happy-go-lucky, There's an emphasis on the word happy. There's a happy signs everywhere, 2 lines, vertical lines, and a half moon underneath. A lot of places, childcare places, are called happy something or other, but this phrase says happy-go-lucky, I, the Illuminati I drawn, I love you, I'll be back. There's a warning that was all through Whitehorse that something was there, something caused incredible death, and it's coming back.